All right, welcome everybody. Kim O'Neill, transformational confidence coach and interview coach and host of the Every Day is a New Day podcast and live show over on Facebook. And you also see the replays here on YouTube. And it has been a long time since I've done a book reading video. And the book that I'm going to be reading to you today, the excerpt anyway, you know what? This one has been a long one coming, and I'm really excited because I'm certain I'm going to be reading to you a few different excerpts from this book. Let me quickly show you the book. I'm going to be reading from The Laughing Billionaire, How to Become Rich and Happy by Eliyahu Jian. And so many good things in this book that I really was like, okay, am I going to be able to just settle on one thing? And yes, I am. Before I get into that, I want to just quickly announce that for the second half of 2020, I've got a special video series that I'm creating and launching next week from July 27th through December 10th. Going to be doing Rise and Shine, Every Day is a New Day, Creating 2020 Vision. And so twice a week, I'm going to be going live on Facebook with a different guest, and we're going to have fun, inspirational, interactive conversations together and with you. And it's going to be all about focusing on those elements that are really empowering and support you in creating the vision that you want to experience moving forward, and specifically for 2020. So if you want to take part in that, then definitely join me over on Facebook, and that link is down below in the comments here. And we'd love to have you join us. There's going to be free gifts, and we're going to be having fun. So anyway, I wanted to make sure you knew about that first. So now we're going to get into reading an excerpt from Eliyahu Jian's book. I interviewed Eliyahu a couple of months ago, and he's definitely a fun character. And this book, The Laughing Billionaire, How to Become Rich and Happy. You might be thinking it's, lots of just solely focused on money, right? Or solely focused on abundance. And you might even think, let's see here, the bottom down here says, simple guidelines to achieve a billionaire lifestyle of wealth and happiness. So you might initially start to think that maybe it's going to be somewhat of a dry topic or conversation. I just say that because I started to. Before I ever read anything about it, I kind of had a little bit of that notion, and then I read it, and oh my gosh, this book was so fun, so fun. And Eliyahu, he just has such a great personality. So when we're done with this, if you want to learn more about Eliyahu, his interview is also here on YouTube in the Every Day is a New Day show playlists. You can find him in there. And basically his background is in Kaballah. So there's a lot of religious references in here that I was not expecting. And as someone who has a law of attraction background and comes from more, either Christianity or universal, speaking universe terms, things like that. It was nice. It was really nice to read how there's so much crossover, how we can be saying the same things and just using different languages. And that is so much of what I found when reading this book. And so if you resonate with the language of the universe, of law of attraction, metaphysical topics, things like that, I bet you'll find this book really fun to see how it's all weaved into Kaballah and his teachings from that perspective. So what I'm going to do, I opened up automatically to page 118, 119, and it's, interestingly enough, the chapter titled, let me go there, the chapter titled The Consciousness of Happiness. And so I want to first read you the little quote here. It says, when you are about to do a spiritual act, the happiness and the excitement that are involved in it might be more important than the act itself. And that is from the Ari in Gates of Meditation. So I'm going to read to you an excerpt from page 118. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. So he's telling a story from the Talmud and a teaching within the Talmud. And he goes on to say, from here, we learn that the absence of happiness, which is sadness, will prevent the prayers from going to the next level. As the Ari writes, nothing makes you lose clarity and prophecy more than sadness. Happiness brings all the tools for success. In other words, to become happy, you need to be happy. That doesn't mean that you have to be satisfied with every area of your life. In fact, you may be very dissatisfied with your life. However, you can still look to do things that delight you and be thankful for those things. You can be living on the streets and still rejoice in praying. You can be going through a divorce and still enjoy donating some of your time to charity. If nothing else, the simple truth of knowing that you're doing something good for yourself should bring about a sense of joy, even if you're going through some dire circumstance. There is one thing I would like to advise you above all others in this chapter. Be happy like there is no tomorrow. Of course, make sure the happiness is related to spiritual matters and creativity, not the hope for results. Enjoy giving of your gifts freely. If your happiness only dwells on results, it's reactive happiness. If your happiness is not based on the end result, then it's creative happiness. You are busy enjoying the creation as opposed to waiting to reap the rewards from the creation. There is so much joy in the act of creating what you love that the act of creation actually makes you happier than any potential results stemming from the creation. Think of it this way. A painter loves to paint because they enjoy painting, not because they enjoy staring at their finished artwork. While there is satisfaction from completion, you know that something is a true gift of yours when you enjoy the process of creating more so than the end result. And you can use that gift to give to others and do spiritual deeds too. So I will leave it there for that particular excerpt. What I love about this is I think also you can really hear the author's voice in it. And so here's what I want to say is if you don't come from a Kaballah background, I think you might find yourself in a trap if you try to take everything literally word for word. It's more so about reading into the essence of the message. That's where you're going to go, oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful how that was explained. The stories that he shares to describe it. The way that you can understand something through his perspective or the perspective of the Kaballah and maybe the way that you've understood it previously in your own life through your own experiences. It's really just such a beautiful book. And I think that what I just read, that excerpt about, where was it? If nothing else, the simple truth. Okay, I'm just going to summarize. Basically, he's saying, do what you love and just be happy doing it for the sake of doing it, right? I absolutely get that through this book, and I believe that you will too. So this is all around a feel-good book. And while there is mention of, money and being a billionaire and wealth and things like that, the book ultimately is all about you living a happy life, you living a joyful life, you taking time for, connection with others and being mindful of your energy and all of that stuff. I mean, it was just such an awesome book. Seriously, such an awesome book. So let's expand on the message by pulling some cards, see what additional message wants to come through here. And you know what? I think because I totally see this connection with the law of attraction, Abraham Hicks, all of that kind of messaging and fun. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from the Abraham Hicks Wellbeing Cards deck. So let's see what added message there is here. And if you'd like to say hello while I'm live, feel free to go ahead and say hey. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so let me just get into it. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I've had a few people actually say, I'll pull a second one too. I've had a few people actually comment that you've been waiting for them. There we go. And And yeah, so there will definitely be more. And I love having you here. So good to have you here. Let's see. The first card that came out looks like that. And it says, I am life everlasting. I am an eternal being. That's beautiful. The back of it says, you cannot die. You are everlasting life. In grace, you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness. So, if the topic of death, of transitioning, of mortality is coming up for you right now, then this is definitely a message for you. It's also a message for, well, it really is specifically a message about that. I'll read it again. It says, you cannot die. You are everlasting life. In grace, you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure positive energy. Allow your gentle transition back into your non-physical state of pure positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness. That's really talking about our infinite being, about how, and so if you can see, actually, can you see the outline of a person there right in the field of flowers? Your natural state is foreverness. And it's only when we're in these physical bodies where we are in a state of, you are still infinite, you are still unlimited. And yet we experience that differently because we're in these physical bodies, right? And so it's really coming to know who you are beyond the physical body, in addition to the physical body, because it's in this physical body that we actually get to learn about tangible things and manifesting and creating our life in tangible form, which can be a very kind of abstract and maybe even confusing subject until we get to learn and understand more deeply what that means. And it's also a reminder that you're really good at that when you're not in a physical body. And so being here in a physical body, although it may present at the forefront some sort of initial challenge about being able to do that, first, you're not alone because we all get to experience that. And then it's just a matter of understanding, okay, well then, yeah, so how can I know myself more as that infinite being who is pure positive energy, who is in a state of foreverness? How can I focus that into this physical realm? Whew. Let me know if that resonates for you. Okay, the second card that came out, I love this. Second card that came out says, the vibrations of my being influence the universe. Yes, they do. And the back of it says, everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. Once you begin to offer your vibrations on purpose, now you are in absolute control of your experience. So this card very much, I would say, is an extension of the purpose of what we're doing next on the Every Day is a New Day show with Rise and Shine, creating 2020 vision. What is your vision for the second half of this year? What do you want to experience? What do you want to create? Once you begin to offer your vibrations on purpose, so your emotions, your thoughts, your actions, right? What are you visualizing? All those things coming together. Once you begin to offer those vibrations on purpose, now you are in absolute control of your experience. Everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. So when we have scattered energy or distracted energy, then that's how the world around us shows up. And when we don't, then things are more focused. And I always just got to say everything is a learning experience. So you take everything and you go, oh, okay, I learned what that was like. And now how do I want to redirect my energy? How do I want to redirect my attention, my focus? Right? And so everything is serving a purpose, because whatever you've experienced up until now informs where you want to set your sails next. So if this is speaking to you, then you definitely want to join us for Rise and Shine, Creating 2020 Vision, because we're going to be having conversations all about this. And every show, every episode that we do, I'm going to be choosing at least one viewer to receive a virtual reality call with me. And it'll be all about what is your vision, and really creating that picture for, I just dropped a whole deck of cards. Creating that picture for your 2020 vision. So, okay, let's pull some more cards. There's a whole deck spread out. You know what? I'm going to randomly just pick one, okay? We'll pick one. Let's pick a card from the floor. Hold on one second. Ooh, okay, I didn't look. I really just pulled from the floor. We have, I let go of all expectations. How about that? So does this mean you have to let go of what you desire? No, that's not what this is saying. This is not saying let go of everything you desire and just, free form it or free fall it or free wing it. That's not what this is saying. This is saying you can generate the desire and the vision and be mindful of your mindset and what you're feeling, how you're infusing your vision and your mindset with your emotions and your actions with your emotions and all of those things too, right? It's all that alignment. And then remain open. That's what that's saying. So letting go of the expectations that it has to be one set way. You're funneling the energy, you're feeling it, you're in the flow of it. And then you just continue to live and move about your day and be in flow. That's what the letting go of expectation is, because it's letting go of that attachment to it has to look this way. Because as soon as you introduce that, then you've said, oh, I want this, but it has to look this way, right? Or I want this, but it has to look this way. So you're very much narrowing what you can receive. Because the universe knows more than you do, right? Yes. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Let's see here. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while. We're going to pull a card from Dorian Virtue's Messages from Your Angels. So let's see what message wants to come through here. Okay, I guess we've got one. Let's see. Love it. So it's Xana. I'll show it to you. And it says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. This is beautiful, and I absolutely love this. Look at the resonance of the heart within on her chest and the angel wings coming out from that, and then everything just emanating out from her. This to me is also very straightforward, but I want to add a few more words. This is saying you are divinely protected. You are divinely protected. That no one who may be trying to assert their energy over you or their will over you is going to harm you, that you are protected. And if this resonates for you, then I would just say, just take a moment right now, close your eyes and breathe that in. Let's see if there's another card that wants to come out from this particular deck. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have... Oh, nice. Okay, so we have two. So the first one is patience. And it says, now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And the next one is Rochelle. And it says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Okie doke. Let's see here. Let me just kind of sort these because over time we always see a theme. I'm already starting to see some theme. Let's see what else wants to come through. Let's see here. We're going to, let's pull a self-care card. What message? There we go. Okay, I see our theme now. Well, a little bit. Okay, so we have guidance. It says, ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. You know what? This is interesting. I never noticed this until now. I might have another card that's similar to this. This one looks different. This is interesting. This is really interesting for me right now. Okay. Here's what I want to point out. So look at the man and it looks like he's reading a book, right? It's actually half computer keyboard and half book. Very, very interesting. Half computer keyboard and half book. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. So it could be something about guidance online or guidance through books. Of course, there's always guidance through asking, through prayer, through meditation, things like that. Let's see if there's one more self-care card that wants to come through. What additional message do you have for, oh, there we go. Oh, I saw this one earlier and here it popped out. Opportunity. The back says, release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We'll just pull a few more and then we'll wrap up. Yeah, I'm going to move on to a postcard from Spirit. These are all Spirit messages, but an actual postcard from Spirit. Okay, Colette Baron Reed's deck. So let's see what message wants to come through this deck for everybody who views this video. And as always, let me know what you're taking away from the book excerpt or from the cards that were pulled today. Or maybe it was something I said. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, love this. Okay, so it says, you shine brightly. And it's a moon there. And the back says, dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. This is awesomeness. So let's go over some of that again. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. So what I want to say, so I'm totally seeing a theme here. All about choosing to be happy for the sake of being happy, connecting in with what it is that you desire and putting that energy out there, but not being attached to it for the sake of, because if I'm attached to it, I might not get it, right? Not being attached to it because you're part of this creation of all. We are all connected and part of the greater whole. Not too long ago, I was in a situation where one of the messages, there's so many messages, one of the messages that came out of it was, how did I sum it up? This is going to sound odd, but the clarity I received on this was something to the effect of, your life is not for you. So bear with me. And added to that, I came across a video today and I shared it in one of my groups on Facebook. And it's a video by Kyle Cease titled, "You Own Nothing." And so this is speaking to that as well, about how do the things that you do for you without this expectation of it's supposed to have a certain outcome, because maybe the outcome you are generating right now is actually going to be for someone else in a different way. But that doesn't mean that you don't actually receive back what you put out there. You do. You always do. And it might come in the immediate present, or it might come somewhere down the line, and it might come in a completely different way than you anticipated. And that is also a gift. Because we don't come into this life knowing everything. You don't come into this life knowing that you are vibration, that you are, you don't come into this life knowing necessarily that you're eternal. Well, you might on some level, and then we get older and we forget, right? So, and then what a beautiful gift when we remember. We remember and we remember. And so if you are struggling with detaching in any way, again, you're in human form. We all at some point learn the challenge of that. And knowing that what you have put out there is good. It's all good. It served a purpose. And when you're able to open up more, detach, release whatever it is that you might be attached to, you can actually receive the gift back in bigger and better ways than whatever you initially anticipated or imagined. And if someone has harmed you, there are still blessings and gifts and lessons within that too. And it's imperative to take time to heal yourself first. Heal and give to yourself so you can get back to that place of feeling empowered, of feeling whole, and of knowing yourself as an even stronger being, of being more of this eternal sense than however you may have thought of yourself prior to that, right? Or maybe you didn't consciously think of yourself as anything, and yet through a challenging, painful, traumatic experience, maybe one of the gifts is you get to know yourself as this amazing vibrational being. And so with that, there is, when learning about the law of attraction, you come to learn that you can't embody two vibrations at the same time. So you can't embody fear at the same time as you embody love. And with that, I know some people are like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I've seen a lot of people saying that lately. And I get it, because you can experience, you can have moments where you experience one thing and then you experience another. But in a precise moment, what can you embody in one single moment? It's going to be whichever vibration feeling is dominating you the most, right? So when you're having that moment of feeling grief or frustration, that's what you're vibrating. And although maybe 10 minutes earlier, maybe you had feelings of love and peace, that was then. And this is now this moment. And so it's saying that if you're looking for, actually, where am I guess nothing was saying this. I guess I'm trying to say this, is that if you're looking for more of that consistency, then it's about recalibrating your energy and getting to a space where you are feeling more of one thing versus another. And no shame about any of it. So anyway, that somehow came through. And I'm not even sure what initiated me saying that part. So hopefully that resonated for you. Okay, let's end this with a self-love card, with a How to Love Yourself card by Louise Hay. Let's see what messages want to come through. It might be this. Nope, never mind, not those. Okay, let's see. So we're going to close out with a How to Love Yourself card. And just a quick reminder, if you want to join us for Rise and Shine, Creating 2020 Vision, we start that on Monday over on Facebook Live. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of free gifts, awesome guests, and really support in building that momentum and remaining focused and empowered on what your 2020 vision is, whatever it may be. Knowing that you can step into that, create that, experience that. Okay, no cards came out while I was talking because I think they knew that I was going to say that first. So let's see what message wants to come through to close this out. There we go. Okay, a few tend to come out at once. So let's see here. The first one we have is, I affirm only the good in life. And the back says, I am in harmony with all that surrounds me. I am at peace. Then we have, I am my own unique self. Yes, you are. And it says, everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. Yes. And, oh, perfect. And we end with, I freely express who I am. It is my birthright to express myself in ways that are fulfilling to me. Yes, it is. All right, everybody. That is today's book reading excerpt from, here we are again, from The Laughing Billionaire, How to Become Rich and Happy, Simple Guidelines to Achieve a Billionaire Lifestyle of Wealth and Happiness by Eliyahu Jian. Such an awesome person. And this is really a fantastic book. So I definitely recommend it. And if you want to learn more about the author, or even just get some of those nuggets without reading the book, I mean, the book's really fantastic. But learn more about it, then definitely check out the interview I did with Eliyahu that's here on YouTube on the Every Day is a New Day channel. And, and I'm going to say the takeaway message from all our cards that we're adding to today's message. Let's see here. I mean, it's really very much about knowing that you are infinite, knowing that you are powerful, knowing that you are safe, feeling safe, tapping into that, really feeling that. Asking for help and guidance, but also letting go of expectations. Allowing yourself to experience more of that freedom and flow. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you're taking away down in the comments, and we'll do another one soon. And I'll definitely do another one from this book because there are excerpts I definitely want to share. But today I just wanted to do a random one, see what the book opened up to. So that's what we did, and was all about being happy for the sake of being happy, and it was awesome. So I think that's everything, right? If you're not already, connect with me on Facebook. Join us for Rise and Shine, Creating 2020 Vision, Mondays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern. 30 minutes, maybe we'll go a little over here and there, we'll see. But it's going to be a fun, playful, interactive type of show, connecting with you and really raising your vibration for manifesting your desired vision for 2020. And I'm excited. We're going to be doing this for the rest of the year. Well, into December, early December anyway. So that's it. I look forward to seeing you here on YouTube. And oh my goodness, I just remembered. There's a chance that actually we'll be airing Creating 2020 Vision here on YouTube, which I'm very, very excited about. So stay tuned here to YouTube as well then, if that's easier for you. I know some people are not fans of Facebook. So anyway, I'm going to head out. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all again very soon.